been on my grind just to live it out. Say what's on your mind just to hear it loud. Everybody knows me, really that's the old me. Going through some changes right here and now. I've been on my grind just to live it out. Say what's on your mind just to hear it loud. Everybody knows me, really that's the old me. Going through
What's good, everybody? We back. We back on the Dope Individuals podcast with Erik Rodriguez. What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome. Hope you guys stick around. If you back for another episode, man, I appreciate you. Salute your support. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, when I'm posting on the social media and I'm posting the clips, you know, that's not only promotion for y'all to get on and see that the next episode is out or, you know, little clips out of the episodes. Those are also pieces that, you know, feel free to comment on, feel free to you know, start a conversation underneath those posts. That's what it's ultimately there for. You know, the podcast is one thing, is so that way we can start to formulate these conversations in our regular everyday lives with the people that need to be had with, you know what I mean? But the other side is I also want to talk to y'all, you know, and I want to bounce ideas off each other. I want to know what y'all feel. I want y'all to know if I want y'all to, I want to know if y'all agree with me, if y'all disagree. You know what I mean? It's about us having these conversations too, including you guys. I know not everybody who listens knows me, but yo, I'm doing this, like I said in episode 1, I'm doing this for y'all and myself. You know what I mean? So I want to have those conversations with y'all. So feel free to engage. Please engage. I got JC sitting next to me. What, you want to say something? Come here. What's up?
What's up?
What's up? He's back. He's supposed to be in school right now, but he had a doctor's appointment, and we just let him rock out for the rest of the day.
And we got McDonald's.
And you got McDonald's. Look, you can sit in, but this one I'm doing dolo, all right? So if you want to sit down, you know what I mean, watch, whatever the case may be, here, I'll slide over for you a little bit too.
I have to finish my Lego.
Oh, you got to finish your Lego? Look, he back at the Legos, man.
I love Lego.
You love Legos. Well, look, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yo, can you do me one solid? I need a water. Can you give me a water? Yeah, please. Nah, I want a bottle. We're gonna be covering something today. Episode 5. You know, I talked about, you know, being honest with yourself. You know, not lying to yourself, and so that way you can open yourself up to the blessings that you blocking, you know what I mean, by not being honest with yourself and not telling yourself what it really is, you know what I mean? And in episode 5, I covered fear a little bit, and I talked about fear a little bit. I want to talk a little bit more about fear today. Fear is huge, man. Fear is huge. Fear is the reason why we do a lot of the things that we do. I think it's part of the human experience, and it's essential to personal growth. But fear is something that we ultimately have to rid ourselves of if we ever want to truly be happy. You know what I mean? It's so easy to live inside your shell. It's so comfortable to stay inside the shell. You know, you don't got to worry about no outside attacks. You know, you get to kind of live in your own space, and it's peaceful, and it's safe. You know what I mean? But there's no growth in comfortability. There's no growth in safeness. You know, you gotta put yourself out there. You gotta do the things that you want to do in order to live the life that you want to live. You know what I mean? And we cannot let fear dictate the way we live our lives. I believe that we get more than one opportunity to do this, but this is it for Erik Rodriguez when this is it. You know what I mean? There's going to be a piece of me. I believe there's going to be a piece of me that's going to get another opportunity at this, but the things that make me, you know, from inside, and then also the things that help create who I am and my identity from the outside, my environment, you know what I mean? That's what shapes me, you know, and as well as my soul. So I think there's going to be a piece of me, the piece that's inside, that cannot be shaken or wavered or taken away. But the other pieces that I've gotten from my environment and the people around in my surroundings, and you know what I mean, that I cross paths with on a daily life, that piece of me is gonna be here. You know what I mean? That's gonna stay. And the things that I've learned though are gonna go with me, and I'm gonna be able to carry that into another life. But this as far as me right here in the flesh, this is it. So why play small ball? Why live small? It's we got to get out of our own way. We got to live. We got to live for ourselves. We got to do the things that truly make us happy. We got to find purpose. You know what I mean? And we cannot let fear stand in the way of that, because then life is meaningless in a way. Not in a way. Life is meaningless. You know what I mean? If you hiding behind the veil the entire time, you know, it's a lot easier said than done. Trust me. Trust me. I live that shit every day. I get up on this microphone and people are probably like, yo, he's brave. He's out there taking a risk. There is a piece of me that is. There is. I know that. I know that. Not everybody is ballsy enough to do this. But you know what I mean? I still got my own battles with fear that I gotta learn to overcome, you know? But it's a work in progress. This shit's a journey. And it's very easy to forget about that when we're going through the everyday cycles of life. But we cannot be victims to that shit. It's very easy to fall prey to fear. You know what I mean? Everybody, even people that you expect to uplift you and push you forward, and you know what I mean, help you catapult to where you want to be, are throwing their own transgressions, fears, and doubts on you. You tell somebody, yo, I want to go and try. I want to go and try to become an actor. You know what I mean? Like, oh, do you really think you could do that? What do you know about acting? Have you ever acted before? Aren't you afraid to talk in front of people? How are you going to be in front of cameras and in front of hundreds of people and then millions, depending on who sees it? Those are people's fears, and they're throwing that shit on you, and you got to block all that shit out. There's going to be good days. There's going to be bad days. There's going to be great days. There's going to be horrible days. That's just what it is. But you got to take that shit with a grain of salt, and you got to keep it pushing. You cannot let fear dictate the way you live your life. You can't. The past 2 weeks, the past 2 weeks for me has been a little crazy. has been very crazy in my life. You know what I mean? And I had to, and after dropping episode 5, I had to take a real good look at myself. And this is why I'm doing this episode today, because I've taken that look at myself and I've made baby steps since episode 5 and to getting over some of my own fears. And I got more, and I'm gonna overcome them bitches too. You know what I mean? Everybody's gonna get this work. All them fears is gonna get this work. You know what I mean? Because I can no longer play small ball. Despite all that I've accomplished in 27 years, there in some ways I have been playing fucking small ball. I've been selling myself short. I've been holding myself back. I've been allowing people in my surroundings to hold me back. And I've rid myself of some of those things, many of those things, And it wasn't easy. It's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, nobody would have any problems. If it was easy, there would be no point of living this life. If it was easy. But all those bad times, hard times, you know what I mean? All those stressful times, they make those bittersweet moments all the more bittersweet. They make climbing the hill, and when you finally get to the peak, looking down on all that you climbed, it makes all that shit worth it. And it's that much more gratifying when you actually get to the place that you want to be. If there is a destination that you want to be at, I don't have a destination. I don't. I'm just going to continue to walk the path on this journey that we call life. And I'm going to try to live it to the best of my abilities. You know what I mean? And I'm going to try to, bring people along with me to share in that beauty that I know my life is going to turn out to be, that my life already is. I don't got it all yet. I don't. But I got everything I need right now. That's another thing, We got to remember to appreciate the journey that we're on. All those things that happen to you so you can become the person that you are designed to be, the person that you are destined to be. You know what I mean? My book right now, my book that I'm writing is called "It's Happening for You." Everybody got this victim complex in some way, shape, or form. Oh, this is happening to me. Life's kicking my ass. You know, you know, this person's treating me this way, and I'm not sure if I want to fuck with them anymore. Everybody feels like shit's happening to them. Nah, that shit's happening for you, dog. Those people are leaving because they making room for the person that's actually supposed to come in. They might not come in immediately. They might not come for a couple years, but that person got to go in order for there to be room for that motherfucker to come in your life that's supposed to be there. You know what I mean? That job, you're supposed to lose that job. I understand you lost your house and your car with it, and maybe even your woman, but that's because you was going to get a better house, and you was going to get a better car, and you was going to get a woman that actually loves you and appreciates you. You know what I mean? And you was going to get a job that brings you fulfillment and not the job that just paid the bills. All these things are happening for you. You got to fine tune the way you think about it. You got to change the way that you see it when it's happening. You got to change the way that you're going through it and going about it. That's the only way that you're ever going to find that place where you want to be. Uh-oh, we have another visitor. Come say hi. No, come over here, say hi. We have another visitor. Here we go. Say hello to the people. No, say what's up, man.
Hi.
What do you mean hi? No. Yeah, you just woke up? Yeah, I seen you. You was upstairs asleep with your mouth wide open. Yeah, I bet. I wish I could sleep too. I'm tired.
He's asking if he can stay with you.
Who, Jace?
You got space for him?
Yeah, he could stay. That's cool. I don't mind keeping him. I like him sometimes. I'm gonna make him clean his room though. All right. Bye, beautiful. Everybody say bye. Mwah. Say bye, beautiful. Listen, I'm not cutting none of this shit either. All this shit's gonna stay right there. Cause like I always say, we gonna thug this bitch out. we gonna thug it out. Listen, all I'm gonna give you guys is authenticity. As I said, I played small ball for a lot of time, a lot more time than I probably should have. And it wasn't that I was faking the funk for people, but I just wasn't giving them all of me. Afraid of what people would think, afraid of, shining too bright in front of people that their light is dim. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to make them feel uncomfortable. I played small for people. And at the end of the day, all it brought me was internal turmoil. Because, bro, I know, and we all should feel this way, but I know I am great. I know that I am beautiful. I know that I am loved. I know that I'm divine. You know what I mean? That shit I said to my son wasn't because I wanted to look good for y'all. I talk like that to my son. You know what I mean? I do everything I can to empower him so he can learn from all this shit that I didn't have the guidance on. I try to give him as much of that as I possibly can. So one day when I'm gone, you know what I mean? And it can happen at any point. He doesn't feel like he missed out on something. He doesn't feel like dad didn't give him enough of the tools to live the life he wants and he should live. You know what I mean? Same for all my kids. I even do it to my wife. You know what I mean? She get up and she be stressing or she be nervous, whatever the case may be, and I do nothing but preach positivity. It's all about the way you think and perceive things that's going on in your reality. This shit really is what you make of it. It really is what you make of it. You know what I mean? Some people feel like, yo, it's all happening to them. It's happening for you, bro. You got to remember that. And even when shit is really, really hard and you ready to throw in the towel, and you ready to just fucking hand in all your chips and be like, I'm done with this game. Give it one more day. Just one more day. Just try it one more time. And that's the mindset you got to have. Just one more day. And put your best foot forward on that day. And then if that next day's hard, just one more day and put your best foot forward again. I promise you, it never lasts forever. Life is just like the seasons. You know, it's gonna change. It's gonna change. The cold's gonna go to warm. The warm's gonna go to hot. The hot's gonna go to cool. You know what I mean? And that's life. So you're gonna have some fucking great weeks, some bad months, some horrible years, some beautiful days. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. You got to take that shit for what it is and know that it's all gonna pass and everything's gonna be okay. Sometimes I wish I had that as a child to tell me that everything was gonna be okay. I didn't always have that. I found it in my adulthood, but I'm letting you know, for whoever's listening, whether you man, female, child, old folks, yo, everything is gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I know it don't seem like it, but it's gonna be all right. I promise you. I promise you. I'm living proof. I'm living proof that everything's gonna be okay. Cause I done been through some motherfucking shit. Some shit. Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit too about some spirituality. I know not everybody's into it. You know what I mean? But like y'all know already, that shit changed my life. That shit took everything that I thought to be true and turned it upside down and gave me a whole new field of vision. And I'm pretty sure that there's somebody that's going to hear this that could use it. Yo, this next life that we're going to go into, son, this shit's going to be phenomenal. We all cry when people die. I understand. I cry a lot when I think about my grandparents. I cry a lot when I think about my brother Kareem, Wanye, you know what I mean? My boy Bono, Jorlin, Dre. You know what I mean? I lost a lot of people in a short amount of time. I lost a lot of people. There's a whole chapter in my book just about loss and dealing with grief. You know what I mean? I'm 27 years old. And most people be like, what the fuck you know about, real loss and grief and grief, thank God I still got my mother, but and I still got my dad too, but that's a whole nother episode, bro. That's a whole nother episode. But, I know a lot about loss. I know a lot about losing. I don't get to where I am without losses, without taking a whole bunch of L's. Shit. I'm just at a loss for words because, yo, I like when I do these podcasts, I get an opportunity to really sit back and think about what I want to say to y'all and what type of advice I want to lend and what type of stories I want to tell. And as I'm trying to tell these stories to y'all or whatever the message is of the day, I'm processing everything. Emotion, experience, everything, bro. All that shit's just, it's like a highway of fucking thought going through my head. And I'm appreciating the journey in this very present moment as I'm talking to y'all, because I never had the time to sit down and think about it. My life's too busy. You know what I mean? I'm always on the move. We run a business. I coach I coach football. You know what I mean? I'm a father of 3. I spend a lot of my days being helpful to my friends and close and relatives and things like that. I gotta maintain home. I gotta I juggle. You know what I mean? Sometimes my life looks like a fucking circus act. So when I sit here and I'm talking to y'all, I get to process all this shit, and it's rewarding as hell. It's emotional. It's heartbreaking. It's relieving. It's all of that, and I get to put it into this microphone and onto this camera, and I get to broadcast it to you all. And I hope that it does something for y'all. I hope that it does something for y'all because, yo, it does so much for me, you know? And that's how I know this shit's gonna be a fucking success, bro, because my heart is in this shit. My heart's in this shit. I love doing this. I never thought I would love something as much as I love to play football. I love to write music. But yo, I love doing this shit. Y'all gotta find that. Y'all gotta find that. I slept I slept like fucking like 5 hours, maybe even less last night. And I've been doing this shit every single day since like Friday. We went out to the Eagles football game, me and my boy Frank and Darren. We drove out to DC. We slept like 4 hours on Saturday. I slept like fucking like 4 or 5 hours on Sunday. Last night I slept for like 5 hours last night. You know what I mean? And busy morning, busy days, busy nights. And I could have laid on my couch or went upstairs to sleep with my wife just for 30 minutes. And instead, I was so excited to come on here and talk with y'all. Because I love this shit. I love this shit. So I hope y'all stick around. Because I'm only going to get better and better and better at this shit. And the message is only going to get clearer and clearer and clearer. And yo, we going to do this shit together, bro. We're going to do this shit together. But back to my spirituality, all right? So I'm really into this shit. And I believe in having guides and everything. Like those people that you lose, that were so instrumental in the foundation of who you are, in your personality and trying to build, those building blocks so you can become the person you designed to be. For me, it was, it was losing a lot of my friends as a child, watching how fragile life really is, how fast life really is. And losing my grandparents who were so influential, you know what I mean? From the way that I do my laundry to the way that I carry myself out in my day-to-day life, especially my grandparents. Watching my mom's fiance died just months before they were supposed to be married. And watching my mom go from shitty man to shitty man to shitty man to find the man of her dreams, and poof, he's gone. So, these people come into our lives and they make this big ass impact and then they leave. And it's very easy to feel like, yo, why'd you leave me? Why'd you leave me? How am I supposed to figure out how to go on without you? You left me here. You made me feel like everything was going to be A-okay, and then you fucking left. And it's very easy to be angry and sad and just stricken with grief. It's really easy to feel that way. But, time heals all wounds. It does. And getting on the spirituality path, I learned that those people are the same ones that turn around and they're your guides. And they're going to guide you from behind the curtain, you know what I mean? In that place we call heaven or the afterlife, or, you know what I mean? Whatever label you want to put on it, but they guide you from there. And they're the reason why you get those feelings in your gut when you're like, yo, this is a great opportunity, or this is a bad person. You know what I mean? This is a fucked up way to live, and you feel all that shit inside, but you don't know why you feel that way, but you got that feeling. That's where it comes from. It's coming from them, and they're showing you the signs. You just got to look for them. Well, I like to ask for signs. I like to make sure that what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing, and if I'm not, regulate it, help me regulate it, help me get back to where I'm supposed to be, help me back onto that path. So every once in a while, whenever I'm starting to feel lost on this journey, you know what I mean, I'll be like, by myself, I clear my mind, relax, take a couple deep breaths, I close my eyes, and I say, listen, I need my guys to come through for me. I need y'all to give me some validation. I need y'all to let me know that I'm on the right path. Let me know that I'm doing the right things. And if I am, send me a sign. And I tell them something so fucking outlandish. It's like, these motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to do this shit. Yo, the last time I asked for it, I asked for some guidance. I asked to help me make sure I'm on the right path, all that shit. I said, send me a sign in the form of a woodpecker. in the form of a woodpecker. Now, I don't know how much y'all into spirituality, but these motherfuckers put in work on the other side. They do. I don't mean to call them motherfuckers, but they my motherfuckers too. So these motherfuckers put in work on the other side, especially for me. Especially for me. That's why I got everything that I got. That's why I am. That's why I am where I am. That's why I am who I am. You know what I mean? Because I've been getting all this great ass fucking guidance, and I've been bringing that shit in, and I welcome it. You know what I mean? So I go out and I ask them, yo, send me a sign. Let me know if I'm on the right path. Send me a sign in the form of a woodpecker. I ain't got no woodpeckers near me. I used to have a woodpecker that lived in a tree in the front of my house, in front of my neighbor's house, every morning. Do, 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 do. That nigga's been gone for like 4 years, ever since they cut down a tree. I ain't seen a woodpecker or heard a woodpecker since. Now, I know what y'all are thinking. You're like, oh, the movie Woody the Woodpecker is going to come up. Nah. A whole like 7-8 days. I threw it out there and I let it go. And whatever happened was going to happen. And we sitting on week 1 of the NFL season. I invite all my boys over. We got family over, whatever the case may be. My brother-in-law come in the house. And, you know, he sit down and start kicking it, you know, with my wife and sister. And he goes, yo, I was pissed the fuck off. And he goes, what's the problem? Like, you know, why all this hostility? What's good? What's really good? He's like, yo, this is fucking woodpecker outside my window. And, you know, I share everything with my wife. My wife, the only person that truly knows me, that really, really knows who the fuck I am. And I love it that way. But she the only person. But I tell her these things. I be like, yo, I asked for a sign today in the form of a woodpecker. Just a heads up. Let's see if it comes through. And she be like, let's see. You know, whatever happens, gonna happen. Whatever. But he come in, he's like, yo, this fucking woodpecker outside my window. It started at 4 o'clock in the morning. He wouldn't shut the fuck up. I went outside. I was trying to catch that motherfucker to kill him. He said, when I got outside, that shit went away and never came back. So they sit at the table, they laughing, you know what I mean? But when he says the woodpecker, I'm sitting on the couch. I'm not even listening to the story because I'm so focused on my Eagles fucking playing. Yeah, go Birds, baby, go Birds. 3-0 flying high. But yeah, so I'm not even paying attention. But she goes, Erik, Junior, tell him the story. Tell him the story. So he starts explaining. And bro, I just can't help but to feel. It's not the first time it happened to me, but this is the first time it happened like this. I've never had another person come and bring me the message. The last time I asked for a sign, I asked for a starfish. And I got kids, but they don't watch cartoons for the most part. They're like YouTube kids, or they watch video games, or they play with their own toys, or outside. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit. They don't watch TV shows, and we don't live near a beach. And none of that shit. So like a starfish is something that's like outlandish, would be hard like to find a way to creep into my life. But out of nowhere, bro, I just start seeing SpongeBob everywhere. Patrick everywhere. You know what I mean? All the numbers are syncing up. I look at the clock, it's 444. I look at the clock, it's 111. I look at the clock, it's you know, like it's all types of shit. I look at people's license plate, it's 777. Yo, they're everywhere. And then, you know, my life starts to get a little crazy. You know, at the time of the starfish thing, we lost like 2 employees. You know, at the absolute worst fucking time. You know, we were trying to get some state inspections so that way we could, you know, make our business a little bit more successful, whatever the case may be. And we losing people, and everything feels like it's fucking crumbling around us. And then out of nowhere, we find 2 quality fucking employees, and in a state inspection that we weren't so sure we were going to pass, we passed with flying colors. And now we're one of the most successful daycares in the entire city of Allentown. And you know what I mean? We got 2 great employees out of it. That's that shit I'm talking about, where life is making shit occur for you. And even though it's tough in the moment, it's going to pass, and it's going to be better as long as you don't quit. As long as you don't throw in the towel. As long as you don't hand in them chips. All right? You know, and this time with the woodpecker, I don't even remember what I was going through. Honestly, this was just 3 weeks ago. And the past 2 weeks have been nuts for me. You know what I mean? I've been having to be more open with my wife. I've been having to be honest with myself. I've been having to, we've been having, I wouldn't even say problems, but we've been having like conversations that should have been had a long time ago within our relationship. Now they're being had. And, I was holding on to all this shit and I didn't need to because she understood and she loves me and she's always going to be in my corner. You know what I mean? And my life was hellish just 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, whatever. And, today I feel better than ever. I feel better than ever, especially like having the opportunity to talk to you guys about all of this. So, if you into that spirituality shit, ask for those signs. Reach out, close your eyes and clear your mind for 1 second and just be like, yo, listen. And don't change the way you talk to them. It's not a prayer. They know who you are. They know that it's coming from a genuine place. I sometimes curse when I call on them. It is what it is. They know what I need. They know what I need, and they're gonna lead me to water. All I gotta do is take a sip. You know what I mean? That's all they do. They can't make us do nothing, but they don't leave us. They always listening, and even when it feels like nobody's there, they're right there. They right there. You know what I mean? It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love the person that I am. I love the person that I am. That's not to toot my own horn, but toot toot. I love the person that I am, man. Y'all should feel that. You should feel that way too. You should definitely feel that way because, you beautiful. You're loved. You are divine. You know what I mean? And you have every right to be happy. You have every right to live the life that you want to live on your terms. You don't got to be afraid. You don't got to feel alone. There's always somebody there. Fuck that. Write me. I always answer. We put my wife down on all the children's forums, and my wife don't pick up the phone for nobody. I'm always the secondary number. But the one thing they know, if they can't reach Erik, if they can't reach Diana, they call Erik. And I always answer. And the same's going to go for y'all. Hey, yo, thank y'all for showing up today. I hope y'all found something that y'all could take away from this episode. You know what I mean? I hope you begin to live beautifully like you should. I hope you find exactly what you're looking for. I hope you get everything that you've ever wished for. And I hope it's as fulfilling as you hope it will be. You know what I mean? I love you all. Simple as that. Yo, aim for the moon. If you miss, you're still amongst the stars. Peace.
I've been on my grind just to live it out. Say what's on your mind just to hear it loud. Everybody knows me, really that's the old me. Going through some changes right here.